everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. Megan Thee Stallion just landed a huge partnership with Popeyes. She made the announcement on Twitter that she is launching her own hot sauce called the Hottie Sauce on October 19th. And according to Yahoo, the sauce is a sweet and bold sauce with a hint of spice inspired by Megan's sassy personality. It includes flavors like honey, cider vinegar, and Aleppo pepper. So the sauce sounds like it's pretty good. Megan is also getting the opportunity to own her own Popeyes restaurant, and she will be selling merch to promote her new hot sauce. So this is a really great opportunity for Megan. She could stand to make a lot of money. And I think having her own hottie sauce is really on brand with her whole hot girl persona. Not to mention, hot sauce is really a down south thing, especially if you're from Texas and Louisiana. People love hot sauce down there, and Megan is from Houston, Texas, so this really fits her whole brand. So this partnership actually makes sense to me, and I'm happy for her. I'm actually really happy for her. Now, I did see some comments on social media questioning Megan's partnership with Popeyes because Megan also has a partnership with Nike and she was promoting healthy lifestyles. And people were like, well, how can she promote healthy lifestyles but turn around and promote fast food? Well, honestly, it's all about the money. Y'all know that. And I'm not going to hate on her for getting to the bag because if I was in her position, I would do the same thing. So I'm glad that her team is securing a lot of big partnerships for her. A collaboration with fast food restaurants seems to be pretty lucrative for artists too. And Megan is not the first one to have this type of partnership. This has been a growing trend over the past few years. If you remember, the Migos actually had their own meal with Popeyes like 2 years ago. And also Travis Scott had his own meal with McDonald's, and BTS had their own meal and their own sauce with McDonald's. And also Saweetie had her own meal and her own Saweetie sauce with McDonald's. And I believe Saweetie is actually the first female rapper to get this opportunity. So this may have opened up the door for Megan to get her own sauce with Popeyes because these fast food restaurants are all competing with each other. So they're trying to see what celebrity is hot and what celebrity can help promote their company. And of course, Megan's team has been paying attention to the other partnerships that other celebrities got, and they wanted Megan to hop onto this whole fast food trend as well. So if Saweetie can get a deal, why can't Megan get a deal? It only makes sense, right? And you know, this is not the first time that I think Megan's team has kind of watched what Saweetie and others have been doing. Megan got a partnership with Cash App, and she has recently been doing her own Cash App classes. And it kind of reminded me of how Saweetie used to do her IC University classes. I don't know. I just noticed that there were a few similarities there. And I don't think Megan is intentionally trying to follow what Saweetie is doing because I think Megan and Saweetie do their own thing. But Saweetie does such a good job with marketing that it is tempting to take a few ideas and tips from her. So I wouldn't be surprised if Megan's team was taking notes every once in a while, but for the most part, Megan does her own thing and she's getting to her own bag. She has a lot of different brand deals and she's making a lot of money. So Megan is moving up. And I'm also noticing that Megan is doing a quiet shift with her music career. I don't know if people notice, but Megan is kind of shifting into more pop spaces. Even though she does her hip hop music, she still is working with more pop artists. We all know that she did a collaboration with BTS on their remix for Butter. And recently it's been announced that she's collaborating on DJ Snake's song with the Latin artist Ozuna and the K-pop artist Lisa from Blackpink. And I think that song has the potential to be a big international hit. And also Megan is doing a joint tour with the pop singer Dua Lipa. And it's rumored that they have a collaboration in the works. So Megan is out here linking up with different pop stars and she's branching outside of the hip hop space. And I think that's very beneficial to her because it can expand her fan base as well. So I think Megan is moving in the right direction and we'll see how everything pans out with her music career moving forward. Now, moving on, I want to talk about the singer Chloe Bailey. Earlier this week, Chloe Bailey performed her song Have Mercy on Jimmy Fallon's show. And her performance had a lot of people talking as usual. Some people praised her performance, but other people were criticizing it. Now, I personally liked it. I like the fact that I got to see more of who Chloe is as a performer. A lot of times when Chloe performs, she kind of reminds you of Beyonce and Beyonce's alter ego, Sasha Fierce. You know, she kind of has that energy, but with this particular performance, I felt like she was giving more of herself. She kind of did her own operatic rendition of Have Mercy, and it was super dramatic, but it worked. And I also really loved when she started mixing the song with her beat maker. If you don't know, Chloe is a producer and she's a very talented musician. And I'm glad that she was able to showcase a little bit of that. And I also like the fact that she paid homage to Kanye West. I thought that was cool too. And towards the end of the performance, she did spaz out. But that was Chloe just being dramatic. Y'all know that Chloe likes to bring the drama. This is how she expresses herself. So y'all have to get used to it. But I like the performance overall because I felt like Chloe was more in her element. Now, one thing I will say is, watching her perform this song made me realize how limiting Have Mercy is for her. Now, Have Mercy is like a catchy song. It's simple. The lyrics are simple. It's meant to be an infectious R&B and pop and hip hop song that people can just dance to, right? But I do feel like the song puts limits on Chloe as an artist because Chloe was trying to do something different, but the song didn't match her performance. And it really made me realize that Have Mercy is kind of beneath her. And I hate to say that because I did initially like Have Mercy, and I still do. It's fun, it's catchy, it's a bop, but it's too simple for the type of artist that Chloe is. Chloe is an artist. If you heard the songs that she produced and wrote with her sister Hallie, you would know that she is a true artist. And I think she needs a solo song that can give her the room to really experiment and showcase all of her talents because she's super talented. Now, Chloe's performance on Jimmy Fallon had a lot of great feedback, but there were a lot of people who criticized her performance, and the Shade Room took some screenshots of some of these comments on Twitter. One person said, "Can she quit trying to turn her twerk music into some kind of ranging art form? She's doing way too much for such a generic trap record. She's not the versatile artist she thinks she is." Another person said, "Chloe Bailey be doing too much for me. We get it, you're talented, boo. You don't have nothing to prove." Another Twitter user said, "I really like Chloe Bailey, but I just feel like she tries to copy Beyonce way too much. Like you're singing about your butt and rolling on the floor." Another Twitter user said, "As a fan, I truly think that Chloe Bailey's overt flamboyancy during performances is polarizing. Some say she's doing too much, others love it. In my personal opinion, I wish it was just fine-tuned. She is immensely talented, and sometimes all that passion lacks precision." Now, Chloe did respond to the criticism on Twitter, and she said, "Doing too much is my specialty." So she's letting it be known that she doesn't care what anybody says. She's gonna continue to do the absolute most. And at this point, this is what we should expect from Chloe. This is how Chloe performs, and she's not gonna tone it down anytime soon. And she's still a new solo artist, so we have to give her time to evolve, and we have to give her time to polish herself. But for right now, she's gonna be as extra as she wants to be. And Chloe is not the first artist in history to be extra. Beyonce was very extra in the early stages of her solo career. She used to enter the stage hanging upside down, and she would spaz out and dance on the floor like nobody's business. And you know another artist who's extra? Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige always dances like somebody's drunk auntie, and nobody's gonna tell her nothing because she's Mary J. Blige. Also, Kanye West is the most extra artist in history. We've seen his whole rollout for his Donda album. He set himself on fire. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Also, the legendary singer Patti LaBelle is extra and has always been extra. She literally has a performance where she's rolling on the floor singing. So when people say Chloe is doing too much, they clearly haven't studied the entertainers before her. The entertainers before her were doing the most back then, and it was accepted, but it's not as common now. When people see an artist like Chloe perform, they're not used to it. But Chloe is not doing anything different than what we've seen from the other artists before her. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.